Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to episode 2 of our next playthrough of Darkest Dungeon, the board game, where we just cleared our first battle in our room here in our dungeon, in the first dungeon in our fight against the Necromancer. Of course, we have to clear out a couple of more dungeons before we can actually take on the Necromancer, which is fine, but we're going to continue on. Now, just as a reminder, our current quest is called Scout Ahead, where we get 1 experience points for every 2 rooms cleared. We have cleared exactly 2 rooms at this point. So we have 1 experience to our name. If I can clear 2 more, then I can get 2 more experience. I don't know if we'll be able to do that or not. We'll see. We're in good shape. The characters are in good shape. There's some. The Hellion's got some damage, but not that much. The Vestal's got a couple minor points of damage. Stress is low because of the way that room worked out for us. So we are okay. Now, we are about to head on through the next part of the dungeon, and I got the focus on the map right there. And I believe what we're going to do though is we're going to scout ahead, because I'm just thinking that with the stress levels low again, scouting is going to be helpful. Though that does put the highwayman, our highwayman, Dismas. He is up at 5. This is Dismas right here, and that puts him up to 5. Puts our Hellion, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I think it's Boudica, like the queen. That only puts the Grave Robber at 2 and the Vestal at 2. But what it does for us, which is very, very valuable, is that it allows us to only have to roll 1 of the bad dice each instead of 2. So there's just going to be 4 of these. We're going to roll 1 for each of the characters. We're going to do that right now as we traverse onward here. Now, if we backtrack, we have to backtrack, which we may have to, I don't know. We're going to have to take stress to do that, so hopefully we can continue just forward and try and get the 2 experience out of the next 2 rooms. Okay, our first die for the Hellion is going to be, I think this is Rubble or whatever it is. I'll get the cards. I think you'd think I'd have them down by now, but I don't. There's so many symbols in the game and everything. I'm going to get the cards so we can see what they are. I'm going to try at least. I'm having a hard time getting them. Let's see, for that one it is Rubble. Yeah, it's Rubble. I was correct. Which means we need a shovel, which we do have 1 of. So we'll deal with that in a minute. The next one's the Highwayman. He got a blank. I think it's the first blank we've rolled. So he dodges a bullet, whatever's in the hallway, he didn't have to worry about it. This is a something darkness. No, that is a Rubble again. So the Grave Robber may have to take some damage. I only have 1 shovel left. It is what it is. And the Vestal has to eat. Now, somebody has something about food, right? Oh, no. It's the Highwayman has the creeping cough. So when he has to clear Rubble, which he doesn't, he takes 1 bleed for 4 turns. So luckily we dodged that. And then that's a disease. And then we also have this quirk of quick reflexes avoiding traps. So we want him to get traps. He gets +2 evasion against traps, but we didn't get that. So c'est la vie. That's what it is. All right, but let's take care of these now. So on the first Rubble, we do have provisions, I think. Who do I want to take the damage? I do not want the Hellion to take the damage. So we're going to use that die to get rid of the Rubble. Then this one's a blank, so no problem there. Then this Rubble here against the Grave Robber. The Grave Robber has no damage. So when we have to clear Rubble, and very low stress, we have to clear Rubble, we suffer 1 stress per, or 1 damage per dungeon level and 1 stress. So she's going to take a damage, and her stress is going to go up to 3. That's okay, 3 out of 10, not so bad. And she's going to take 1 point of damage. That is her thing there. We didn't have to clear anything. I don't have any food, so the Vestal is going to be hungry, which is going to be 2 damage per hero level. So the food goes, and the Vestal is now up to 4 points of damage. We'll have to take care of that later, but we get to reveal. Oh, I should have revealed this already because we scouted. Oh, it's a dark room. Bummer. All right, well, we moved into here. We don't get to clear it, so that's going to stay there. And a dark room does what? -1 torch. Can't be cleared. Well, that's a bummer. Our torch is continuing to go down. It's down to a 3 right now. That's not terrible. We're going to continue to move, but I think, is it worth it? It is worth it to scout again. Hopefully this is the only room we can get to from here. Otherwise we have to backtrack. I'm not interested in that. So 6 stress for the Highwaymen, now up to 4 for our Hellion, 5 for the Vestal, and 3 or 4 now for the Grave Robber. But we get to know what this room is. Maybe we backtrack, maybe we don't. What is it? It is a battle room, so we are going there because we're going to be able to battle and clear the room out. But we have to do this again where we roll 1 die for each of these. Now I'm getting mighty low on provisions. We don't have a lot of provisions. So the Hellion rubble, which means we're going to take a little damage again. That's a bummer. Oh no, this is what I didn't want him to get. That's a bummer. The Highwayman got the thing he didn't want. This is the massive whatever darkness thing and a trap. All going on the wrong characters. I wish we could shuffle those around, but we can't. So with the rubble, 1 more stress for the Hellion and 1 damage. So that's not great. This is really bad for the Highwayman. He's going to get stress, a damage, and 4 1-point bleed tokens to start off the adventure with because he's got the creeping cough. You can see that right there. So let me get those out. 4 1-point bleed tokens. That is not wonderful. I gotta find them and get them all out. There's 2 and 2 more. Okay, there we go. There's the 4 bleed tokens. 4 1-point bleed tokens for our Highwayman. That means he's not damaged, but he sure is stressed out right now. And then we got the, which one's that? The Stressful Darkness, plus 2 stress on the Grave Robber, or lower the Torch one. I don't want to lower the Torch one because that means they're going to start taking stress. So we'll give the Grave Robber 2 stress. Now we're all stressed out. That's a bummer. And a trap for the Vestal. Now that's not so bad. We got to roll a is it 8 or better? The trap is it's an 8, yeah. So basically, and the Vestal does not have a dodge. No dodge. So an 8 or higher, we don't take damage. We rolled an 8, so at 8 she does take damage. So she is going to take 2 more damage, and that is going to be it for us just getting to this battle room. So the Vestal's up to 6 of 12, so halfway there. We got to do some healing, Vestal, when you get in this room. That is going to be important. Okay, but we are in the room now. So let's do this. We're going to draw a room card. Let me get the room cards out. Here they are. I got to set the round token back to 1. Our torches at 3. I want to get that. I don't really have a way to get that up. I have Dazzling Light. That gets the torch up. Yeah. We can increase the torch. I think she needs to do some... The Vestal's going to be busy in this session. We got to do some healing and some Dazzling Light to get the torch up. Okay, let's see what room we get. Hopefully get a good one. The Beacon of... Wait, isn't that the one we just did? Why, that is... the Beacon of Light. So we can de-stress again. Here we go. This is going to be good. We found 2 Beacon of Light rooms. You know what? That's the way the ball bounces. I'm going to run with it. I don't even have to change the map out. How cool is that? So we're going to have the Hellion right there. I think you can see everything. We're going to have the Highwayman over here. Let's see, what's that going to be? The Grave Robber is going to be with the Hellion, and the Vestal is going to be with the Highwayman. That's not so bad because the Highwayman needs some juice, and we're going to get him into that stress area so we can de-stress every round up here in this green area, the Beacon of Light, where it says heroes ending their turn here recover stress. He's going right there and he's going to shoot things. But we have to get enemies. So let's get that big giant enemy deck out. Give it a quick shuffle because we put the undead back in. They're still there. The only thing that left this deck due to our fight with the Necromancer was a spider. So we'll see what comes out of this. Get rid of the dice bowl for the moment. Focus on this area right here and see what comes out. Okay, that's good enough. We'll give it one more cut. What do we get? We get a cultist acolyte. That's a human. So that human, and it goes in the back, so she will start back here. Next up, we have a bone soldier. He's going to be in the front. We've seen those guys before. Another cultist acolyte. These are stress generators. We got to kill them. And a spitter instead of a Weber. I will get those out, and we will be right back. Ready to go. So I have the board all set up and ready for the battle. Okay, and here we go. So now all we got to do is get the cards all, initiative cards all done up right. Make sure we have them correct in the correct order here. And we are going to be ready to do that battle. All right, there we go. So let's shuffle them up now. And hopefully we get to go first. I want to get rid of those stress. The cultist acolytes are stress creators. We don't want that. We're pretty stressed out. We got to get in that beacon of light and take out the acolytes. The spitter is not so bad. It does blight. We got to be careful of that. And we got to remember that the highwayman is bleeding. That's not too great. Okay, let's go on from here and see what we get. First up is going to be a hero. Good deal. So that is going to be our Hellion. Now, our Hellions, I want to get her out of the stress. So I think we're going to, for our first action, she's got a movement of 2. She will go 1, 2. We can handle 4 people. This is still going to cause her stress, though. But at least she's out of the way. She could take 1 stress, but I want to kill this one here. Now, they don't have a lot of... Well, actually, their health is pretty good. 9 health for the cultist acolyte. Wow. And, by the way, this is what they look like. Just to give you an example. What the cultist acolytes look like. I love the minis in the game. The minis are actually pretty phenomenal. So, and they're fun. They look just like the game. So she could kill him with a good critical of a wicked hack, which is what she's going to do. Or I could do a, if it bleeds, won't do as much damage, but will cause 2 bleeds for 2 turns. Could maybe not kill her, but do I want to? I think I want to try and kill her. So let's do that. I was going to get the dice bowl out, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to do this ability, Wicked Hack, 7 or 12 if we crit. Now we are currently, the light is at 3, so everybody, including the bad guys, are at +1 crit right now. So I crit on a 2. A 6 is not a crit. That is enough to do 7 points of damage to her, though. So we will do that with the Wicked Hack. And do 7 points of damage to the cultist. Now this is going to be the cultist in the back. So here's what you do. You have these little tokens right here to differentiate them. And I'm going to put that one there and that one on her base right there. Oh yes, I need a white one, sorry. This white one here on her base, that will mark her as the one that just got hit. And that is the correct one, right? It is not. It is the second one here that got hit on the archery space. So same thing, but it's okay. And we got 7 damage that went on to her. Hopefully we get lucky. They're not going to go first anyway. It's going to be the Bone Soldier. So it is the Bone Soldier that's going to go next. Let's see. What does he go after? His targeting, and I don't think I've talked too much about how they target, but they're going to go by this. So since he's in the front rank, he's going to use these abilities. The first ability, if he's in the first 3 ranks, if he's in the last one, he uses this one. It says he will move 1 and target the most wounded. Well, actually, it is the Hellion, so he's just going to stay right where he is and attack her. He's got a... What has he got to hit there? He's got an accuracy of 9. She has just 1 dodge. That's it, so nothing fabulous there. We're probably going to take a big hit here. A 4, not a critical, thankfully, but that is going to do 5 points of damage to the Hellion. Our Hellion is not in good shape, actually. 12 of 14... Wait, 13 of 14. We got to get her healed up. I know what the job of the vessel is going to be in the first turn. Okay, and that was the Bone Soldier. So let's move on to see who's next. Another monster that is going to be the Spitter. What is the Spitter's? I haven't seen the Spitter's rules. Let's see. I was going to move 2 and target the marked the furthest, which marked and then furthest. So it's going to be the Grave Robber that's going after. I think it can. It can do that because this can take 4 spaces. So it's going to go. This is bad actually because this hurts her too. It's going to go there. She can't get there. It's got a range of 2, and if it is in the, let's see. If it's in this one, it's going to use this ability. If it's in the rank of shields, no, it's in the second rank, so it's going to use the second ability, which is not. This actually is helpful. Let's go back because I got to pay attention. Okay, 0, range, zero range, so he's going to move zero range to the closest hero. It's probably going to be, it says closest, marked closest. Well, no one's closest. The closest heroes are the Vestal and the Highwayman. So, and this thing has a, what? It has a zero range. Yep. But it can move, how far can the Spitter move? Or moves 1. Okay, so it can get to here. And it's going to do this. Zero range, though. Well, that's good. That means it won't actually accomplish this. It just moved up. It's getting in position. So that is very, very good for us. Because it doesn't have the range to be able to get to our heroes. It has a range of 0 on that ability. That is fantastic. Okay, hopefully we get a hero up next. We do. A hero's next. That is going to be our Highwayman. That is fantastic. I got to get the Highwayman out of the darkness. He's not hurt particularly much, but first off, before we do anything, we're going to take a bleed, which is going to do 1 point of damage to him. Get that out. So he's only got 2 damage, but he's very stressed out. So let's go here. We're going to go. He's got a movement of 2. He's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to attack her, I think. With what? He's not quite in the light yet. Could move him there, but then he could stress out from this. We'll see. I think he's going to, well, he's 1 away, so he's going to have to do pistol shot because the other 2 abilities. So he's going to do pistol shot. It's +2 versus mark, but it's not marked, so it's just going to be that. It says range 1 to 2 against 1 target. So accuracy of 9. The Acolyte does have a dodge, so he needs to roll an 8 or better. He rolls a 4, so he hits, doing 5 points of damage to the other Acolyte. Okay, who's up next? Oh, finally the Acolyte. The first Acolyte is going to go. That's going to be this one. Now, what do? They are going to, let me move this stuff aside for just a moment on her. Okay, let's look at her stats here. She can move 3, so she can get anywhere and do this attack. She is in the archery range, so we're going to have to, we roll a die to see what they do. Okay, let's do that. We are going to roll a die and see what she does. She rolled a 6. What does 6 give us? 1 through 4, 5 through 6 is going to be 2. Eldritch Pool. Okay, so she is going to roll a die. Oh, this is good. It does not do any stress. See, because some of these other ones, actually, yeah, see, that first one does stress. So she is going to do Eldritch Pool on who? The furthest. That would be, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's next is going to be the highest rank, which means it's going to be the Grave Robber that she does the Eldritch Pool on. I'm not even upset about that, actually. So she needs a 9. She's going to pull 2. That'll change her rank, by the way, I think. So let's roll that, and I think pull does change her rank. I'll check that. But she rolled a 2. Is that a critical? I think it's going to be a critical. That was a critical with the Eldritch Pool. That sucks because that means that the Hellion is going to get a stress because she was in the space. I think it's where I got to look that up. I don't know if it's where the monster is or where the person that got critical is. I think it was the person that got critical, but I'll check that. In the meantime, our Grave Robber took 2 points of damage instead of 1, and then she's going to get pulled at 2, just enough because there is enough room to get her into there. I'm not complaining about that at all, but I do want to look at the stress thing. I think it's pretty much, I think when you get stress from a critical, it's for the person, if you're in the space with the person that took the critical hit. I'm pretty sure that's correct, but double check, and I'm going to double check on the pool as well. This could suck. I'm not sure by how much, but when we do the pool, this also happens. So these stances have changed. Now the only character that's gone has been, well, 2 characters have gone, the Hellion and the Highwayman, so we've got to remember that. I'll put those cards right there for them. Oh wait, no, not these cards. These are the cards that haven't gone yet. Let me take these out. I should do that anyway. I usually do, but we'll just do that to make sure we understand that they already went. Okay. And then we got these ones left to go. Now, let's just get that right. Yeah. Wait, 3 characters haven't gone yet, have they? Nope, all baddies in that one. Okay, so we're good now. All right, now this pushed the Grave Robber forward, which is going to probably mess her up when she goes, but we'll see. I may not. I think I'm looking at the abilities, the rank, and I think we're okay being in the front row. It would be if we went backward. Well, her pick to the face, yeah, that's fine. We're good. We can clobber this clown. So it probably is going to be one of our heroes next because there's only one villain, one bad guy that hasn't gone yet. So. And it's the bad guy that's going to go next. So the next two will be our good guys. That is going to be this one, this cultist here. So let's roll and see what ability that cultist is going to use. It's a 10. Glad that too bad that wasn't the hit. It's going to use 3, which is Eldritch Push. So it's going to push the closest, which is going to be our Highwayman, and it's going to push 2. This is going to be all shuffly, isn't it? Okay, so let's see if it hits first. A 5, it does. So it's going to do 1 meager point of damage to our Highwayman. It is going to push the Highwayman. I'm just double check how I decide on where that goes. I think he's going to go back in this corner, which is going to cause stress, which is bad. Okay, so this is going to push him back. I think he'll go 1, 2 to there. Unfortunately, well, he won't be there on his turn, the end of his turn, so that's okay. He took the damage already. He took the push. That is also then going to push him back to the end, so he is now in the back of the row of our group is all messed up. We don't know where we're going or what we're doing. It's kind of crazy, but okay. Anyway, we know that next is going to be our Grave Robber because she hasn't gone yet. Now, I think she can still do her pick to the face with no problem. She can. Let's take a look at the pick to the face because we're gonna knock that acolyte dead. It is pretty wounded at this point. Hopefully, anyway. We're going to do either 4 points or 7 if we crit. It ignores armor. They don't have any armor, but she does have dodge, and it requires an accuracy of 9, so anything lower than an 8 or lower will succeed. And then, of course, because she's going to end her turn there, she's going to have to take a stress. Oh, that was so close. Went from a 1 to a 9, so from a 1 to a miss. So she missed with her that. Now, here's the cool thing. I could continue to attack with that same ability. She's going to take a stress, but I think it's worth it to kill that guy. So we're going to do it again. A 3. The crit's only 1, so it's only a 2. So she doesn't crit, but she does do 4 points of damage, which I think is enough. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, it is enough to kill the acolyte. So the acolyte comes off the board, and it is gone. So we're going to put that is going into the pile to not return because the human creatures do not return. And then our last but not least is our Vestal. Oh wait, I got to add 1 stress to our Grave Robber. She's got only 3 to go before she's stressed out. So we got to get her out of that space. Okay, for our Grave Robber, our Vestal, I think we need to move, but she only moves 1, so she can move into the space. There are only 2 spaces with the spitter, but she's going to move into there. She can no longer heal she can heal the Hellion, which is the one that's in dire straits there. Can she though? Because she is now in the 3rd row. I believe she can. Let's see. Her Divine Grace. Right here, 0 to 1. We can definitely heal the Hellion. So she moves up there. She's out of the stress area. She's going to cast Divine Grace on the Hellion, which will hopefully, with a 12, accuracy of 12, we can crit on a 2, right? A crit on a... actually, yeah, we can crit on a 4 right now. Hopefully that happens. A 10. We didn't crit, or we didn't miss, thankfully, but we only do 3 health returning to the Hellion. So there's the 3 damage back from the Hellion, and that was the Vestal's entire attack. Now remember, the Vestal's not doing so good either, so we really need some luck on this next roll. Now, next actual initiative track, rather. So let's get the initiative track back in order. We are going to remove 1 of the villain's initiative cards because the 1 is dead. Though luckily for us, none of us are dead. That's always very good. And we'll shuffle up the initiative deck. Here we go. Okay. Hopefully we get to go first. We got some monsters around us still, but we got to get into the light and start healing some of this stress up. All right. Let's see what... Oh, our hero goes first. That is very good. It's going to be our Grave Robber. Our Grave Robber does need some stress healing, but I'm pretty sure that the... Well, let's take a look at the Bone Soldier. He's got 7 health. She could do a pick to the face, but she'd have to critical to kill it, whereas the Spitter only has 5. So she's going to move to here. Oh, she can't. Ah, that's a bummer. Does that have a range of 0? Her poison darts are okay. Throw dagger 1 to 2 range. What's her movement? She's got 3 movement. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, right? No, she's in the space. 1, 2, 3, and she'll attack the other acolyte with a pick to the face and be in the light. Or is that the right move, or does she throw daggers at this guy? It's got a range of 1 to 2. She could throw daggers at the spider. She could do 4 or 7 damage and maybe almost kill it. It's only got 5. I think that's the... Well, the other guy has 5 damage on him right now, so maybe that's the right answer, because with the 4, she could kill it. Here's her throwing daggers, and it does all kinds of things. If we used our poison dart, it would have 2 blight, and then we could attack it with this, but the poison dart won't kill it. 5, 6, 7... I mean, I would have to crit. However, with this, I just have to hit. So she's going to throw daggers actually at the spider. Let's kill the spider and get it out of the way. A 9. I think that is going to miss. The spider does have a dodge, so the acolyte missed the spider. What a waste of a turn. Well, not that bad, because she's in this area, so she gets to drop a stress down. That is good. All right, next up, let's see who goes next. Hopefully it's one of us again. It is. We're getting lucky now. The Hellion goes. Now, the Hellion is going to take on the Bone Soldier. There's no question about that. So, for her first action, she is going to use her Wicked Hack. She could kill it. This is Wicked Hack right here. 7 points. That's exactly enough if she hits. A 9! Are you kidding? Wait, it does not have a dodge. So, we are okay. We did 7 points of damage and killed this Bone Soldier in 1 hit. Does it have armor? It does not have armor. It does not have anything. Okay, it just has 7 health. Boom, there we go. That guy is gone. And then for a second action, she can move how many? 2. She'll move to here because I don't want her in the darkness and getting stress. She does need to continue to get healed, though. Okay, let me see. That is next up. What do we got? We've got our other hero. Wow, the Vestal gets to go. The Vestal is going to be a healing machine. So for her first action, she is going to do the same thing on the... I'm going to change out dice. On the Hellion here because she needs healing really. Well, actually, she could use some healing herself. She got 2 abilities. We're okay. An 8. That did succeed. It's not a critical, of course. So that means that we take another 3 points off the Hellion. We're getting back to healthy. 1. So that's going to leave 2. That's puts the Hellion at 7 damage left on her. And now for the Vestal's second action, does she want to go get in the light or does she want to do something else? We might do... Let's see. This has a range of 1. Exactly 1. So I can't really... I'd have to move to attack. So that's no good. And then what about the Divine Comfort? See, this sucks. It's wasteful to do this, but she might do it on her own space because she can at least heal herself too. Well, actually, she can do it on... Here we go. She's going to do this. It's range of 1. She can do it on the Hellion, and if she succeeds, which would be hard not to because it's a 12, she will also heal 2 on herself. So a 7, that's going to heal another 2 on the Hellion. Hellion's at 5, and 2 on the Vestal. And she's standing there staring the spider down, just healing away like a crazy person. We didn't get her into the light. That's not great. And it's very likely that we're going to have villains go now. We do. Okay, so the first one's going to go is the Bone Soldier. Or the Bone Soldier's gone, so we don't have to worry about him. Let's take him off. He will go back in the deck, though, so let's move these 2 up. We have the Spitter. Spitter is going to go next. Okay, let's look at the Spitter. The Spitter is now in the front 2 arcs, which is fine. That means he's going to do this ability, Bite. So it's going to be the closest hero. So it's going to be the Vestal. And, ooh, there's some bad things happen. We need a 9 or 10. Come on. I've been rolling a lot of those. No, a 5. Bummer. Not a critical. Only takes 2 damage there, but the Vestal's got a problem. Because now we have to do 1 blight for 3 turns. So I think we're going to be able to put an end to that pretty quickly. But let me get the the 1 blight for 3 turns out. And there we go. That is going on the Vestal. So we got to remember when the Vestal's turn comes up that we have done that. And we have basically the only hero left to go is the Highwayman, who is in the back. I'm not thrilled about that, but it is what it is. Okay, it's going to be the other oh wait, we just did the monster. Yeah. So who is it going to be? It's going to be the hero. Okay, so our Highwayman's going next. He can't stay here. He's got a movement of 2, so he'll go back to here. This isn't helping with the stress issue, though, which I was hoping to do. And then I guess, yeah, he's going to do the pistol shot. So that's fine. He's going to pistol shot the, let me show you this pistol shot ability. It's got a range of 1 to 2, does 9 or 5. So it's enough to kill the spider if we hit it. And if it was marked, it'd do +2 damage, but it's not. So we just need a hit. A 5 is going to hit the spider. The spider has a dodge of 1, and this has an accuracy of 9, so we killed the spider with a 5. And that means that the only thing left is this crazy acolyte, who is going to be the next character to go. And here is that card. What is this acolyte going to do? She is in the front row. We're going to roll dice. Yeah, okay, let's do it. A 5. Okay, so 5 is going to be the Eldritch Pool. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5. Eldritch Pool on the farthest, which is going to be the Vestal. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this attack on the Vestal. Needs a 9 or 9 or lower to hit. An 8. It does. It does hit the Vestal because the Vestal does not have a dodge. That's what I was looking for. Okay, the Vestal does not have dodge. So the Vestal is going to go move 2. 1, 2. That also puts the Vestal up in the front of the ranks. That is really bad because I think that messes with our healing. And all we can do is Dazzling Light. And no, we can do the Divine Comfort. Not so bad. Gets pulled into their space right there and does take 1 damage. The Vestal's not in good shape. The Vestal needs to heal quite a bit. All right. Oh, you know what I didn't do was take the bleed damage for our... Got to remember to do those things, those little things for the Highwayman. So he's up to 4. He's got 2 bleed tokens left. But we're going to the next round. Now we know that there's only 1 bad guy card and all 4 good guy cards. So there we go. And let's take all these out now, or those are gone, and let's shuffle these up. We got, so 1 bad guy card in here. Hopefully we can go and, oh, the Vestal did end her turn in the light, so that is going to drop the her stress down 1. She's only got 3 stress now. By the way, if you hear a little chirping, cool thing, and these aren't common in Texas, but I have chirping frogs that are hiding out under my shed. I love them. It's great. It's so cool to have these little critters there that aren't harmful. Okay, it is going to be the Acolyte is going next. Wow. Okay, what is the Acolyte going to do? An 8. Let's see what the Acolyte's going to do. Now, the Acolyte is going to do a 3. Eldritch Push closest. That's going to be the Vestal, so she's going to push the Vestal out of the light now. Let's see if she does. Needs a 9 or better 4, so it does. So that means the Vestal takes another point of damage. This could kill her if we don't get some stuff going there. Yeah, this is really rough. Okay, so the Vestal took 1 point and got pushed. 1, 2, and goes back in rank 2. That was a shuffly scenario that we have there with these particular enemies. So now the Vestal is now in rank 3 again. That's actually better for us. I'm not going to complain. Okay, well, we know that the next 3 are going to be our heroes. So the first one's going to be the Grave Robber. Do I want to kill it? I think, well, we might be at the end of our rope here in this room, so we'll see. I think we are going to clear, because we're going to clear this room. That'll give us, we're only going to get 1 experience out of this. That sucks. But I'd have to backtrack so much, and everybody's so stressed out, I don't think it's a good idea to keep going. And then we go into a curio room. I have 1 torch. That's not terrible. But what is left in this scenario? I think the other one is, that means there's going to be a curio room either here or here. That's not good either. Okay, where were we? Grave Robber. Grave Robber. Does the Grave Robber attack and kill the Acolyte and end the scenario? You know what I forgot to do was take a chest out. No, we definitely don't want to. I forgot about it. Here's a chest. Maybe I won't collect that. Maybe I should because it gives us provisions. Oh man, that means that somebody's going to take some stress if I do that. But that means okay, we got a 3 movement on her. 1, 2, 3. She's going to take a stress. But for a second action, I'm going to open up this. This is, oh man, the ×2 gold. Didn't I just get that? I did just get that one. Same one. Nice. ×2 gold or a provision. We haven't gotten any gold. I think I'm going to take the ×2 gold. Let's hope that works out in our favor. Of course not. I rolled a 1. We get a whopping, let me get these little piles out of gold. 1. This is awful. That was so not worth it. The provisions would have been so much more worthwhile. And 2. So now we have these piles of gold here. Right now we have 12 gold to play with when we get back to the hamlet, and that's not very much. All right, well, that marks the end of her turn, so the next one's going to be the Hellion. And the Hellion, all the Hellion can do is attack things. Oh, and the stress goes up 1 for the... Yeah, we're going to have to end it here, I think, with this dungeon. So the Hellion's going to go up here. Maybe she won't kill it with it. Well, she didn't even have to move, but I want her there at the end of the turn. She'll go down 1 in stress. Let's do the Wicked Hack. Requires a 9, so an 8 and a 1. So critical, that's great. That means her stress goes down 1 now. Too bad other people weren't in the space with her. And that means she is going to obliterate the last cultist. So that cultist is gone. And so the only one that's going to go back in the deck is the Bone Soldier. I got to give her the other ones. Okay. And that concludes this battle. Wow. Man, what a horrible treasure roll. Got these 2 chests here. I love these chests. These are I can't wait to paint them. They're really cool. I like them a lot. All right, a little chaotic, but we got through it. Oh, I didn't even move the round marker, but we're okay there. All right, let's end it here. And I'm going to end it here. It's going to be a shorter video, but I want to decide whether I'm going to stay in this dungeon and backtrack or not. I don't think I am. We'll find out when I return. So let's see. In the next video, it's probably going to be the Hamlet and then going into the next dungeon, the next quest. We'll see. Anyway, thanks. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.